the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm here with my great co-host, BC. BC, it's good that you join me tonight on this call-in show. It's always a pleasure. You know you got the green light always for the show. How you doing, man, this week?
Man, doing good, man. Doing good. And
Man,
you?
man, I'm doing good. I just got through with my little. I don't really like going for a walk so much, but it makes me I feel like a better person when I go for my walk. I think about too much
Understandable.
though while I'm walking, so maybe I should give up my walking for something else because I think too much.
Hey,
Some
ain't nothing
people,
wrong with walking.
So oh yes, it is when I could be sleeping. Yes, it is. I could be a regular person and
is it
and just sleep.
is it
Like
better than running?
what? I'm actually trying to weed myself back into running as well too, bro. I don't know, when I haven't ran in a while, my fat cells, they start to burn and they start to itch real bad. So I don't know what to do about that, bro. So I'm afraid to start running again because I don't feel like itching and scratching. So I think it's my cellulite. I think it could
Oh,
be working on me.
okay.
I think it's my
That's
cellular.
what's
I
up.
think it's my cellulite started. They, I start activating them, and they ain't happy, so they become extremely inflamed.
Okay.
So I,
All right.
but I got to get back to running a little bit too, as well. That helps too, as well. But I got to do that when I don't have to go to work because I need to come home and sleep for about 4 hours after about a 15-minute run because that's just not good. But anyway,
Man,
man, it's good to be on here for a Thursday night call-in show. Uh, Jeff Dowdy, how you doing? Dorman, good to see you. Travis Gooden, thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys for joining in as well. Looks like Travis Gooden got the first. Looks like he's the first one in the room tonight, so he gets the big shout out. Thank you so much. Winter time layers of fat. You know what? I never looked at it like that, but you know what? It could be it.
hey,
I've been hibernating. You know what? The BBC this week though, man, dude. Lately, boy, I have just been on this sweet tooth. I like sweets after breakfast, after lunch, after dinner. So this week I told myself, dude, like no more cakes, no more cookies, and no more candy bars for at least 1 week. So far, so good. I think I started on Sunday last week, so I think I got like a couple more days, and I'm doing good. But I think I'm gonna take it into 2 weeks because man, I'm telling you, man, I don't know. I might have to see somebody about that. I had to get on my knees and pray and said, it says, please let me cut some of these Scooby snacks out. So, hey
uh,
guys, welcome.
one
Yeah,
thing I want before we start,
yeah.
how's your family?
Everybody's doing well, man.
Granddaughter,
My granddaughter,
daughter,
we kind of had a scare this week, a couple of days ago. She got really sick. She got a fever. Of course, we live, where we live at, but they had to take her to. They ended up having taken her to Vanderbilt because we thought she had
great place.
pneumonia and all that, but she ended up having this ear infection. But her hair is really falling out now a lot more. It's starting
Hmm.
to come out a lot more, but the tumor is definitely shrinking. And I think my dad told me that the tumor actually has came off her spine now. So that's a real
Awesome.
blessing right there. That's good. So, but I think it is getting a whole lot better. But so I think she's coming home from the hospital today. They kept her for like 2 days, just to make sure she's good to go. But she doesn't have pneumonia. It's just an ear infection. So
Good.
that's good.
Well,
Yeah.
definitely keeping them in prayers, man.
Thank you. I
You
appreciate that.
and you
Absolutely.
and your family.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Travis said you've been storing up for winter. I don't know. I've just been eating, bro. I'm actually sitting looking at my cakes, my chips, my candy bars, and my Oreo golden cookies right now. I love you guys. You
Okay,
guys stay over at
you got a store up in there.
all that looks good. So and it was crazy, man. But uh, yeah, but I appreciate that. And your family's doing well too.
Yeah, they doing good.
That's
Doing
good, man.
good.
That's good.
Your
Uh,
dad's doing good.
that's
He
good,
gets
man.
lonely, of
Yeah.
course,
I'm
mama
sure.
being gone, but
Yeah.
yeah, everybody's doing good, man.
That's good. I mean, you got to think about it. You've been, your dad been with your mom for many, many, many
Yeah.
years, and then all of a sudden, it's just over,
Yeah.
in a sense. And it's just like
Yeah.
that's tough, bro. That
Yeah.
is. So,
Yeah.
I feel it. Even me, I feel even away from the family here, I feel the same way. And I just been gone just a couple of months. You know what I'm
Man, I
saying?
don't see how you
So
do it.
yeah, so it's some people come over here and just stay for a long time, and I'm just like, but why? I don't. So
Hmm.
I don't know how they do it, but some people. I'm actually going to interview one of my. I'm going to interview um, on Second Take. I'm going to interview a guy that's been doing contracting for a while, and
Hmm.
just kind of get his perspective. He's not married, but I want to get his perspective on how he's able to do it because he has kids back home, older
Yeah.
kids now, but he's been in the game for a long time with contracting. So I'm just curious on how he's able to do that and miss so much because you can't get that back, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't get those years back and all of that. But uh, so BC being the man that he is, BC he recommends something, and the whole purpose of the call-in show is to help people call in and say what's on their mind. So I started the show off wanting to do. I figured most people do most radio shows or most people do call-ins for about a minute, minute and a half, no more than 2 minutes. But BC said, "Hey, how about if we just let people just talk and let them know that they can talk. But if somebody else calls in, just to let them know that that we appreciate them calling in. But we're trying to get as many people as we can in. So if you call in tonight, which I forgot to do it, BC. I gotta post the link, or nobody can call in. Nobody can do it. So BC recommended just let people talk. One thing about Kentucky fans that we know for
Yeah.
sure, Kentucky fans they got some things to say. So
Yeah.
let them talk.
And
So that's
also,
yeah,
if it's 3 or 4 minutes and somebody's calling in, you can always call back and finish up what you were saying.
absolutely. Yeah. So we this is all about this is in the very early stages of the call-in show, and the whole purpose is to find something that works, find something that sticks. So that's exactly what this is about. So at the top of the page is BC. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much
So it's like therapy,
for
man.
adding that. Yeah,
It's like
absolutely.
therapy.
So at the top of the page um, is the link. All you have to do is just click it, and me and BC will let you in the show, and let's hear what's on your mind. We coming off a BC. We're coming off a horrible loss to Georgia. Let's call
Hmm.
it what it is. And
Yeah.
I was a little furious. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like we had a lot on the line that we could play for, and to win that ball game sets us up a little bit better with Arkansas losing, with Vandy losing, and now so now you know and we lost to Florida, so it's like we're compounding and we're pushing ourselves farther and farther away from that opportunity to compete for SEC championship this year. And I mean it don't look good. We still got a chance that we can still work our way into a double bye, PC, but winning that SEC championship is looking real dim right now.
Yeah. We definitely lay the egg.
Yeah,
And you know what I mean by laying the egg is a team that you're supposed to beat.
yeah, yes,
And man, it is what it is. I always say it's a marathon. Gotta get better. Tournament time, anything can happen. But this is right now in the SEC. It's sort of like a tournament within the league
yeah,
of trying to get those double buys,
yes, it is.
which is vital. You can get rest and but we still got what, 5 games left,
Yeah,
so anything can happen.
but we still got to play Texas A&M. We still got to
Hmm.
play Florida. We still got to play Vandy. Now, two of those
Bring it
three
on.
games are at home, which is a good
Hmm.
thing for us. But
Yeah.
going out to Ole Miss should have beat Texas A&M last night
Yeah.
as well. So Texas A&M they held on, but that's what teams do. That's what good teams do. They find ways to win when they, what I'm saying, when
Hmm.
maybe they shouldn't. So we. Uh, I don't know, man. I mean, it's I like to have faith and I like to believe, but when we show up and play games like this and lay an egg, it just ain't good. So um, growing in the Florida game, he's been walking funny. I think he had I think Owe. I'm not sure if it's his groin or if it's his ankle. One of the two. I know that they mentioned that he wasn't feeling quite well. I
Mhm.
don't know. I can't remember what they mentioned was bad, but yeah, I mean it's something's not right. But anyway, the link is at the top of the page. Please call in. Just hit the link. We'll let you into the show. And once again, just say what's on your mind, and you can talk. And when somebody else calls in, we'll just let you know that somebody's calling in, and we're trying to get as many people as we can into the show to hear a lot of variety uh, of opinions. He's running down a loose ball in the corner and slipped into a split. He was slow to get up and was grimacing. And this is not the right time for him to be getting hurt. That's for sure.
That's why that double bye is critical.
Yes, it is.
But we still got 5 games, and you gotta have your best player down the stretch.
I
So
see
it's
you. Yeah,
it's like you have an ankle injury, man. Any injury of the lower part,
yeah.
if you have an ankle injury, then it puts pressure on something else, the
Yes, it
knee, the
does.
growing, and it's crazy how that happens.
Yeah,
And
and
players, man, Toppin got hurt for Texas Tech. He's out for the rest of the year. Saunders
I,
is out for the rest of the year,
who is that?
and
Is
for
who?
BYU.
Who's out? Is Sanders is out too?
Yeah,
I
yeah, he's
didn't. I
out for
didn't
the
know
rest
that
of
until
the
now.
ACL.
Re-
Yeah, man, it's
Really?
it's it's crazy. Yeah,
Didn't know that, bro. So now let's
yeah.
see. So now let's see who. So now, I mean, I don't. I'm not sitting here saying that I'm smiling because these guys got hurt. But let's see how these teams are now with one of their very key pieces being hurt. Is Texas Tech is are they still the same team?
No, I'm
Is
telling you right now, they're not.
you know I mean I think what they beat somebody the other night with Toppin. I think he had like 31 points, at 31 and like 19 rebounds. I can't remember
Arizona.
which. Hey, do
I
they
think they
beat
gave them the
Arizona
first
without?
loss.
Did they? I mean, did they beat Arizona without Toppin? Probably
No,
not. BYU with Sanders.
it's
Does
a
it
big
happen?
loss.
Absolutely. So BC, we got our first phone call tonight. You want
Let's
me to go
do it.
ahead and take it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Yes,
here
sir.
for.
Absolutely. So let's get it in. Hey, Otis, how you doing today, man? Thank you for calling into the show.
Hey,
Hey, good.
What's up, Otis?
anyway, this is I was going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Uh, well, yeah, what do you think about Mark Pope's press conference today?
I didn't
You know
see it,
what,
Mike.
Otis?
Did you?
I didn't get to see it because everything happens while I'm sleeping. So I usually watch that kind of when I go to work or whatever. So I didn't. Otis, what I will say is someone actually made a comment on the on one of the videos from Facebook, and I didn't get a chance to read it all, but it was
Yeah.
just vague. It was basically like Mark Pope, kind of gave us the same old answer. What's your thoughts on the on the press conference?
Really, the question was I'm going to ask is he's talking about Olway, Chandler, and Albertine's limited time plan. I
Okay.
thought I'll ask you, you think he should have? I thought asking he should have him play more minutes or have them play less minutes.
BC?
They should be playing more minutes.
Yeah.
You got it's that time of year where if you got 7 guys clicking, you got to play 7 guys.
Yeah.
That's just it's just the way it is. You want to help eight guys, but if 6 7 guys are clicking, that's where you want to keep out there on the floor, guys that are being productive.
All right. I was calling asking that question.
Hey, Otis, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
During that ball game with Georgia, do you remember? Do you remember when Mark Pope took out Ortega
Yes.
and the announcers mentioned that that Ortega looked at Coach Pope and kind of asked him, "Why are you taking me out of the game for?"
Yeah, I
Do you,
watched. He done that to Oway and Chandler both.
absolutely. See, so so those
Both of
those,
them got
those
mad.
absolutely, and Oway was in a zone that night, and
Yep.
Mhm.
if Oway is in a position where he can play 40 minutes and he wants to play 40 minutes, then that's one of those guys that you got to give 40 minutes to,
Yeah.
and because of that, we didn't win the ball game, and when he was hot that night, and Coach Pope kind of screwed that up, so that's on so that aspect
Yeah.
is on Coach Pope
Yep.
Yeah.
as
Pope,
well. So
when Pope took both of them out, that changed everything.
I think
Yep.
Acuff for Arkansas, he played. I know he was at 40 minutes at the end of the game,
49 minutes.
49
and
minutes,
where he didn't
49
come
minutes.
out. He didn't come out at all when they played double overtime.
Yep,
And
49.
sometimes, man,
Yeah.
these guys are young and they don't want to come out. Hey, I'm not coach.
Well, I was calling since you asked you that question.
Hey Otis, I appreciate this. I think it's your first time calling in, correct?
Yeah, yeah. I
So
I
hey,
text you all the time. This is Dougie. He saw Dougie on the thing. This is me.
okay. Hey, I appreciate you calling in, Otis. It
Uh,
means a lot to us. Okay,
all
big
right.
guy.
All right, big guy. See
Okay.
you
Hey,
later.
peace
All right,
out,
man. You
Otis.
too, man. Take it easy. Go catch.
Okay.
So uh, that's a good call, man. It is. I mean, these minutes, BC. I mean, I don't know what Coach Pope is doing, bro. I don't know, like I don't know who he's trying to make happy. I'm not sure if he's trying to. I'm not trying to sure if he's trying to make sure that Jasper Johnson is getting minutes or, bro. I don't know, man. Like I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. You got Chandler doesn't want to come out, not in foul trouble. Ortega don't want to come out. Hey, you gotta play those guys. I feel.
You, I always like to say, and I always revert back to a lot of things that you say. As far as look, I'm not Coach Pope. I've never been a coach at that level. I've never been a coach. I've been coaching. I coach little kids
Right, right,
for volunteer work. So I'm not
right.
going to try to
Exactly.
set up here and be a keyboard warrior. I'm not
Hmm.
going to try to set up here and be a couch coach or
Hmm.
any other terms that you give me. But as a fan, when you look at a ball game with my limited knowledge of college basketball or basketball period, with my minute knowledge of it, when you look at it and you see that these guys got these, they got the ability to put in more work, and then they're being hindered by their coach. I don't know. Is it a reason why we don't have no recruits yet? I mean, it's just it's baffling just to think that you got your best player and you want to set him down and he doesn't want to set down. You know?
Yeah. I don't. All I can go by is what I see.
Yeah,
We don't know what goes on. On the other side of it. It's always two sides to a story.
yeah,
But I got respect. Coach Pope. He's a Division 1 coach. He's been coaching for a long time. I can look and say, man, it's anybody playing ball. It's you like you don't want to come out,
yeah.
especially when you got a high hand going and you're not tired. But I don't know, man.
Well, I don't. I not to be negative. I don't see us. I don't see. Well, I don't see us winning the SEC championship. I think that's gone. We would need a whole lot to happen for us to even do that. We wouldn't be able to lose no more. We would need Florida to lose two more plus to us. A lot of stuff has to happen in order for Kentucky
Hmm.
to win that. It's not out of reach for us to still get a double bye, but we gotta, as I was telling someone, we gotta take, we can't rely on what somebody else needs to do.
Hmm.
Kentucky has to take care of their own business every single night. They're in control of their destiny, and then we'll see what else happens to help them along the way. But if we don't take care of business on our end, then nothing that nobody else does matter. With Vandy losing, That was an opportunity. With Arkansas losing, that was an opportunity. And now us losing to Georgia, we blew it. I mean, we freaking blew it. And I think that's why I was so upset, is because we got a chance that we can still beat Vandy at home. It's a long shot, but we can still beat Florida at home. But it's like, if you're losing to Georgia, how do you have any hope about what could happen? I get it in any given night, but when you come out and you let Georgia beat you, Cyril for Georgia, dude, he's a freaking monster, bro. Like, we had no answer for him whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah, he killed us, and we lost that game at home. You know,
Yes.
it's one of the things you always want to do is protect home court.
Yep.
But yeah, my thing is the winning the regular season, that's not a big deal to me. I rather get a double bye and be strong in the SEC tournament and win the SEC tournament.
Yep.
You know, I give up a double bye if we can win the SEC tournament.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, you gotta protect home court, especially against a team like Georgia, where I think we was favored that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, you know, we definitely lay the egg when you favor to win and you go out and, you know, you don't perform. But you know, it happens.
He's one. Hey, Arnold, thanks for the comment on a rally. He said he's wanting Oway to be wanting fresh at the end of the game and not tired.
Hmm.
Acuff didn't look tired at all. I mean, that kid looked like he was a what's the word I'm looking for?
Machine.
Machine or something out there last
Yeah.
night. You know, I mean, he looked like, dude, like, this is Acuff looked like, this is what I do for a living.
And he's
This
the point
this is
guard.
my job. And if I go sit down, we don't win the ball game. Of course, they lost the ball game. And I was actually rooting for Alabama. I actually wanted Arkansas to lose the ball game, not because they got Cal or nothing like that, but for some odd reason, BC. And I was it when I thought about it after everything went off, I was destroyed. I
Hmm.
was so wanting Alabama to lose because I wasn't aware that Kentucky had already had 5 losses. And I was like, what the freak, bro? When
Hmm.
I was talking to Vandy Chris, and Vandy Chris
Hmm.
reminded me, you do realize that y'all got 5 losses in the SEC. I'm like, no, man,
Yeah.
we got 4. And when I went back and looked, bro, it just like, don't talk to me for the rest of the day. I was even more hot after that because
Yeah.
you're right. We got 5 losses. And right now, that one loss, BC, took us from here all the way down to here, bro. And I
Hmm.
mean, that's how big and how detrimental that one loss was. And that's the way that it's going to be for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
One loss can take you.
it was
Yeah,
definitely a bad loss.
it was, man. Um, your boy Chandler had a good game though, didn't
Yeah. Yeah, I like when Chandler's aggressive.
he? Yeah,
He was hot from 3-point range. I
yeah.
think it's the only thing he scored was threes, wasn't he? But I still
He hit
want
3 of them.
to take that shot fake and go to the hole and get that mid range game. If he does
Yeah,
that, Mike, I'm telling you, man, he's a easy 20-point a game guy. And also, I like to see a Jasper.
yeah,
I know this is a 3-point generation, but a
yeah,
lot of times Jasper would uh, shot fake a guy, and instead of going to a hole, he'll step to the side and shoot the three.
yeah,
When you go to the hole, so many things can happen because it brings more high percentage shots than you shot faking than stepping to the right and shooting a three.
yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. The era that, you know, our kids are playing in. It's all about the three. But I would love to see when Chandler's aggressive, nothing but good things happen.
Is Don't forget to call in, guys. The link is at the top of the page. Don't be afraid to call in. This is a call-in show. I know me and BC sitting here having a conversation, and everybody's leaving the comments. But the purpose of this Thursday night show is for people to call in. So please click the link. I'll post it again. It's at the top of the page. All you gotta do is click it. We'll let you in. I'll post it again right here. Have no problem with that. Um, click the link and call in, guys. Let's hear you guys' thoughts. There's no time limit to talk unless somebody else is calling in, and we want to hear a lot of different opinions. But please call in. But do you think Jasper is regression? A lot of people, bro, is just like Jasper's. It's okay if he transfers. Let's let Johnson go ahead and go somewhere else and play. Do you agree with that, or do you disagree with that?
That's like we talked on Monday. Man, I never thought that it would be a freshman where staying 2, 3, or 4 years was a bad thing.
Yeah.
He's a freshman.
Yeah.
He's got 3 more years of college if needed. So I think he's the same where, at the beginning of the year. I think he hasn't went here. I think he's right there the same as the beginning of the year. Yeah. And we can say it's because of not getting, enough playing time.
Yeah.
But he's a freshman.
Yeah.
Got three more years of college. This is where we at now. We like, hey, freshman year is very important, especially here at Kentucky, where we have had super freshmen for so many years. But yeah, that's where we at now. We you can't be a super sophomore or a super junior or a super senior. It's almost like that's a bad thing now.
Yeah, it is. Was it too much? Was it too much pressure coming out of high school? Too much expectations for him to come in and be such a high level player in year one, and it's not working out for him. So it seems that a lot of people are saying, "Yeah, this is over for him. He don't belong at Kentucky. Let him go somewhere else."
Who's he? I mean, where's he playing at?
Kentucky.
Always pressure. Always pressure. It's like I told you, if you could play at Kentucky, you can play anywhere. It's always pressure.
I'm in belief that I hope he comes back next year. Well, I hope he comes back to Kentucky. I know he's not going pro, but I hope he comes back to Kentucky. He doesn't look like he's that happy here in a Kentucky uniform.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I mean, he's not getting a lot of playing time, and you talking about a guy for all of his high school years. Well, I get that. I get that, but I'm coming out of high school. I'm a 5-star player. I'm a big time. I played with the USA. I got a gold medal, and now I'm at Kentucky, and now I'm sitting on the bench.
Okay,
prove me wrong, man.
Okay, listen to what you just said. 5-star player, and what else you say?
Played with USA. Got a gold medal.
Got a gold medal. Okay. Is he playing like a 5-star player?
He's not. But is he not getting the opportunity to play though?
We can say that. I have said from the beginning that Jasper is a guy that he's a rhythm type player, that he needs to play 30 minutes a game.
How do you get that,
with that being said, exactly, it's hard to get that this year unless he comes out and he's playing like that 5-star you say. If he's playing like that 5-star, he's going to get more minutes. But if you're not playing better than the guys that's in front of you, Denzel or Ortega or whatever, or Chandler, you're not going to get those minutes. But he's a freshman. Lord willing, he's got next year. Then next year he can get more minutes. But if Jasper Johnson comes out next game, Saturday, and he puts up 16, 18 points, play lights out, he's going to get more minutes.
I don't know. You got Coach Pope taking out Ortega, the star of the team. He's taking out Aberdeen. What makes you think he's not going to take out Jasper Johnson? I think this right here all goes into
You're right, but I'm thinking if he goes out and he's put up 18s, you look at like Chandler or Marino.
Yeah.
Those guys came out and they're playing good basketball.
Yeah.
They're on the court. But like you say, Jelly is playing good basketball, but he's over on the bench.
Yep. He's on the bench.
So, I'm not the expert, Big Mike. I just go by what I see.
I got you.
Like I said, I think that Jasper is a rhythm guy that needs, 30 minutes a game. But is he going to get that? Probably not.
I'm hoping that his pride is not hurt, because here's why I say that is when Jasper's a 5-star player, when he played with Team USA, and he's just been in the spotlight his most of his high school career, and now you got to go on the bench, and now you look at the guys that just a year ago you was playing on the highest game in the land for high school basketball, and you was out there contributing and doing your thing. And now those same guys that you looked at that was on your team, or that you was playing against in a McDonald's All-American game, or that you traveled overseas and that you want to gold medal with, and now you looking at these guys and you like, I got 4 minutes tonight in this ball game, and the guy that I was guarding just a few months ago, he got 49 minutes. Egos, man. That's why for me, I hope that doesn't get in the way of that young man of saying, look, if he has the right people in his corner and telling him to trust the process, and you don't get to the mountaintop sometimes all in one day. So it might take you 2 years for that to happen. If he has the right people in his corner, then yes, I think he'll come back to Kentucky. I get it that his grandfather, his father, they played at Kentucky. I get all that, but times have changed. It doesn't necessarily guarantee that your son or daughter is going to follow in your footsteps because of where you went at. I think look at Kerry. For what's name? I think his dad played for Miami. He didn't go play basketball at the University of Miami. He's at Tennessee playing basketball right now. So that's my point. If he wants to leave, he's going to follow his heart, despite what his family may want him to do. So I hope he comes back next year. I'm a fan of him, but I think that you said he needs those minutes.
Yeah, I think like I said, he got his dad in his corner. I think he got some good people in his corner of letting him know, hey, you don't take a helicopter to the top of the mountain, you climb it.
Yeah.
So I think that he's got some good people in his corner.
Absolutely.
I really do.
Yeah, I like that, BC. So so we've been on now for about 33 minutes. We're waiting for more call-ins. This show is all about call-in, guys. This is me and BC. We're here talking and everything, but what we want to do is we want to get you guys as call-ins, man. You guys call in, man. Hit the link, call in. Let's get your thoughts. I mean, if people are not calling in, then I don't really know how we can call it a call-in show. So I mean that's the whole purpose of it being a show like this. So please call in, hit the link. I'll just keep posting it. If anybody just joining, all you gotta do is click the link, put your name in. It's free. Let me see if it goes through.
Somebody said Chandler is might go back to BYU.
I hope not, bro.
I don't. I think Chandler is where he's at.
I think he's coming back, man. Yeah,
it's Kentucky is. It's always been a good place to play at if you can deal with the pressure and everything. But Chandler's balling. Why would he go somewhere else?
Yeah, why would he go somewhere else for? And people love him here at Kentucky. So it ain't like you ain't getting the love. I think he's probably one of the least criticized guys on this year's team. I may be wrong about that. I'm not sure, but it seems like not a consensus, but it seems like more than less or whatever. I'm not sure how to put that, but it feels like most of the fan base is really behind Chapman. I mean, he's the guy out there on the floor.
Well, I think it's because he didn't play ball for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then, he came back and worked his way up. Because I'm going to tell you like this. Last year, I don't think Chandler got more than 5-10 minutes a game if everybody was healthy.
Yeah.
But he was thrown in because of injuries, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah.
And how can you not root for somebody like that?
So I'm not sure. I even though I put hey Larry, how you doing, buddy? Um, Cam is not back yet, but there may be a possibility that he may make it back for the SEC tournament. Um,
Mm,
I have mixed feelings. I'm not a doctor. I'm not his.
yeah.
I'm not his family. I'm not him. I don't know how things is. If he's because he has another year eligibility,
Mm-hmm.
and if he can come back and if he can help us, that's perfect. Hey, of course, I take it back. I just hate to see him come back and injured his foot more
Mm-hmm.
than what it may be, and maybe to delay his progress for even for next year. Because I don't want to necessarily say that this year is sort of what it is, because I still think that if we play our best basketball, we got a chance. But it just, after watching JQ come back too early, but these kids, that you said, BC, these kids want to play ball, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, if he comes back, absolutely. Yeah.
But you got to listen to that DR though.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, if he gets cleared, then I guess, hey, Cam, we open up our arms to you, young
Yeah.
fella, and come on back. For real question, would you like Pope to go back to the 3-point shooting team?
Call in and ask that, Dougie.
There you go, Dougie. I'm not gonna answer it unless you call in and ask. There you go. So that's the new thing. If you got a question,
Dougie Fresh.
there you go. Hey, if you got a question, then guess what? You got to call in to answer it. I mean, you got to call in to ask it. That's the new thing for Thursday night shows. If you got a question, if you got a comment, matter of fact, we're not even looking at the comments anymore. No more throwing up comments. They have to call in to actually make the comment. We tried to make this a success, guys, and it's not a success. Uh, he did call in. You're absolutely right.
Call in again.
We'll call it again. So the question is, would you like to see Pope go back to it? If you have the right personnel that can get it done? I mean,
What was the question?
would you? Let me throw it up on the screen right here. Like I said, I already called it. Question: would you like Pope to go back to a 3-point shooting team? I mean, if we have the right personnel,
Man, I like where we was at. It's like, man, Tuesday night, man, our defense was terrible.
yeah,
Defensive rebounding was terrible. It's I like where we. Here's the thing, man. I like where we were at. I just didn't like where we were spotting teams' points.
yeah,
If we can get back to like we played against Arkansas, which was probably our most complete game since that exhibition mess against Purdue. If we could play like that against like we did against Arkansas
yeah.
and continue that, we're a different team.
Who was that? Cecil? Cecil, you can call in. Your Cards fan. You can call in too. This is not. This is not exclusively for. I mean, we might let you have it. With your comments, but absolutely, this is a friendly fire zone. So you can call in. Absolutely, I encourage it. Call in. Absolutely. Let's see what you got to say. The link's right there. If you got the link, all you got to do is click on it, put your name, make sure you put Cecil so we know who it is. So we can let you know. I just put U of L fan, whatever you want to do.
Oh, are you U of L fan?
He's a U of L fan, absolutely.
But
Don't
please throw no rocks living in a glass house, Cecil.
Yeah, please do. What time is it?
But
yeah,
you got the
I'm
upper
good
hand
on time.
on us. Yeah, y'all beat us this year. So
yeah, nobody call in. Nobody. I would love to hear your thoughts too. Nobody call in, as well. There you go, Ron Clark. I don't think this is. Let me see. This is definitely not Cecil. Hey, Ron, how you doing, my brother?
Mr.
I
Clark.
finally got in.
But here you go. Here you go.
Okay,
And-
hey,
yeah.
I've been trying to follow. Okay, listen. I know y'all positive about all this stuff.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me give. Can I give some? I'm gonna give some negatives as well. Okay,
Okay.
we don't have any recruits, none recruits, and we can't. Let me get. We cannot afford to lose another game. We blew it. Here's what I see. Here's what I see. I see us winning one more game, and that might be South Carolina. That's some negatives right there. Okay. Now,
Okay.
I think we'll end up at 18 and 14. We'll give them a pass. Saying that, we got to get Stokes. We got to get him. We got to get this guy. I don't know what we got to throw the bank at him, and we got to get rid of a couple of players. JQ's gone. Garrison's gone. Get him out of there, and we got to put some. We got to either get some. We got to get Stokes, and we got to get some people out of the portal. We can't miss this time. We cannot miss on what we can't miss. And look, I'm trying. After Saturday, I just can't. I mean, after Wednesday,
Tuesday.
I couldn't take it. Or Tuesday. I couldn't take it. I said, this is one of the worst teams that I've seen since 2008 against Gillespie. These guys, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I can't get this. This scheme is helter skelter. Now they must win on Saturday. Now, if they don't win on Saturday, we can forget it. Forget about this stuff. Number two, if he got to go. If he don't win, I'll tell you what. Here's some coaches we need to get. We need to call Bruce Pearl up. We need to call him up and say, "Come on, man. We need to get you. We need to get Oates again, and that guy from Iowa State, that coach. And matter of fact, worst case, let's get Rick Pitino back again. Let's get those guys back. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I ain't trying. Now the positive thing is, I love Pope, and he has some injuries. Yeah, I do. I mean, I like Pope.
At least you didn't start it off that way.
Oh, okay. That's the positive, though. That's the positive. Okay. I haven't seen a team like this that their grade for the first half is an F. The second half, I don't know. You can't do that. So what we got, and I talked to a Louisville fan yesterday. He said, y'all might get a playing game as bad as y'all are. I said, this is Kentucky. I have never seen Kentucky have this, even with Gillespie. Now I'm 60 years old, so I've seen the Joe B's all the way through the Calipari's. I ain't never. You used to go on Rupp, and you'd be scared going Rupp. Now, man, hey, let's go on Rupp. We can get a little win and go back home. It's easy. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But we got to get some recruits, and we got to figure out a way to get that GMI, how we get the money. We got to figure that out and figure it out this year.
I got you.
And I'm not saying that's a failure yet, but it's trending that way.
Yeah.
If we don't make that tournament, he like you said, BJ, he's on the frying pan. He's in the frying pan right now. Yes, sir. He's in the frying pan. If we don't make the tournament, he's in the hot seat, and we'll buy him out somehow and go get that guy from Iowa State to figure it out.
I got you. Hey, Mr. Ron, hey, I thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
I got another caller. I'm gonna try to get him in. I think
Okay.
he's a Louisville fan, so I want to hear what he said. But Mr. Ron, thank you so much
Okay.
for calling in, sir. We appreciate
All right.
it. Okay. All right. Go
Thank
Cats.
you. Thank you.
Positivity.
Go
All
Cats.
right.
Go Cats.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Okay, I gotta hang up. Okay, I'll hang up.
There you go. Oh, did I miss him? Cecil, call back in. I'm sorry. I was trying to get you in. Cecil, go ahead and call back in, and I'll get you in right here. Yeah. That was a wild take, wasn't it?
Hey.
That's what we let them do. Call in.
Yeah. It's
so now we got Cecil.
time.
So somebody else got in front of you. So my apologies. Hold on. Don't say a word yet. Don't say a word yet. If this is the Danny, I think this is a lady, bro. Because I got her name mixed up last time. Danny, go ahead.
It's me. Hi, Big Mike. Hi, BC. How y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing?
We doing good.
Well,
Thank you for calling in.
considering the L on Tuesday, not so much. But just I had to pick with Big Mike with just one time. I mean, I love you dearly, but we ain't striving for none this year, baby. Okay. It's just disappointing though, because I'm a big Wildcat fan, and there's just not enough shots to get me through a few of the games. Just like Tuesday. I'm like, I can't, like, it's just so disappointing, and then BG, I just really wish this was his year. And then you foul out with 0 points. It's just like we shoot ourselves in the foot every time. I mean, and I love Mark Pope. I love his family. I love him, but he's just too soft. I need a little roughen up. I said that last time. Do you remember?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
And I just, I love him, but it's just something's not clicking. But the recruits, like, we had players that lined up to be a part of UK, and we can't get a strong recruit to save our life. And that's, different for us. It's kind of humbling because, I mean, I don't feel like the fans should lower their standard because, Kentucky is the standard. And I stand by that, and I'm just clenching my butt cheeks to get 2 wins in the SEC tournament. Like, I mean, successful years, like this is Pope's second year. And then, so we're just hopeful to get a second round in the NCAA. Like, what? And I don't know. It's just like, we'll win 6 or 7, 8 games. And then like, it's a momentum stop with the losses. And then we have to go to Auburn to try to win and win and win. And they're predicting that we have 1 game. And I agree with the last caller, Ryan.
Yes.
You said what I wanted to say. So you kind of took everything I was going to say, but I mean, it's just the truth and it's reality though. I mean, yeah, we're hopeful to win these games, but it's going to be really tough, and everybody's going to have to, whether it's the top 7 players that we have in rotation, I mean, everybody has to have somewhat of a decent game, but Chandler and Ortega can't do it every time. They need help. And, and poor Moreno, he's doing what he's got to do down there. But, Georgia wasn't his best game, but I still have a lot of respect for him because without him, we got BG. Now, Pope, put a jersey on me. With his frame, I could do a little something. I mean, but, oh, Jesus. It's so stressful. I think I've drank more this season than I have ever.
I took a little sip for you.
Yes,
Okay?
please take some agua, please. Thank you.
For real.
And I love watching your show, and I love both of you guys' input and everything. I really respect it, and I don't really miss a show. So kudos to y'all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Do we have another caller coming in?
I think we got another caller.
Yes,
Danny,
okay. I was going to ask a question.
Thank you so much. I appreciate. Well, go ahead.
No. She can call back in if you want. But yeah, we good.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss
Well,
Danny,
thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
All right,
thank you again. Go Cats. Okay.
Go Cats.
All right. Cecil. What's that? The bed? Is that a Louisville fan in a soft room? What's going on, Cecil?
Hold up, bro.
See, it would be a Louisville fan not prepared, dog. You know what I mean? Oh, he got to look at him. See, he's not ready. Hey, as they say about Louisville fans, they don't want this smoke. So I hope he calls right back in so I can get him in and everything, because I want to hear what he has to say. This right here should be interesting.
Yeah.
And see, this is what makes the show so fun right here, is when we get a variety of calls, we get people's different opinions. And once again, it's not whether we agree with what you're saying or not. It's just the fact that you get to call in and voice what you want to say, what's on your mind. Let's try Cecil one more time.
Yo.
I'm here, Cecil. What's good, brother?
What up, Cecil?
All right. What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? What's your thoughts?
Man, listen.
Hey, you got a short rope though, okay?
I feel it 1,000%. No, I feel you 100%.
Okay, go ahead.
But my majority of my crew is BBN Stirs. I go watch my games over what we call its headquarters, but it's called Big Blue Nation, Big Blue Central. We go over and watch games. Your team's all right. They don't have enough dog in them, you know, from time to time. I'm like, man, y'all need just a little more dog. You kind of soft from time to time. See, I ain't hating on you too bad. That's just the reality of it to me. What y'all think?
I was going to throw a shot at Louisville, but because you being nice, I'm gonna let BC respond.
Hey, I'm sorry, Cecil. I'm not going to give Louisville no kind of credit. I'm sorry, but to what you were saying.
No, I'm not asking for nothing. No,
well, you're not gonna get it. But to what you were saying about us being soft, I can agree with that to some point. At times we seem like that we are soft, but yeah, it's one of those years, man. It's one of those roller coaster years.
I mean, I guess, but 22 million.
Well, with that right there, I don't think we spent. I did a little segment on that. I don't think we spent 22 million. We could have, but I don't think we spent.
Cool. Let's say 19 million.
I don't think we spent 19 million.
Let's say 15.
Oh, what?
Look, now he's thinking.
Well, whatever we spend, it's here's the way I look at it, and I always say this, and this is every team in college basketball. It's a marathon, and you want to be at your best come tournament time, because it's called March Madness for a reason. Anything can happen, and I know how BBN is. They're not trying to hear all that.
You're right. You right. We go back and forth.
Yeah. I see. What's Louisville trying to do this year, man? They trying to make a run to the Final Four, or can Brown get them there?
If you catch us while we hot, it's a problem.
I hope we get you guys again.
But we got to be hot.
Yeah, you guys don't want this smoke from Kentucky.
Say what?
No, yeah, we want you guys again, man.
Yeah, my dream is we meet y'all somewhere like the Elite Eight.
Yep, that would be nice.
And we run y'all off the court.
Yep.
And then you can call in after that.
That
with 22
y'all might not make it.
Hey, might not. y'all might not make it.
No, I don't think that's a question.
Y'all might get beat first round.
That's possible.
That is possible. That is. Hey, Cecil, you got anything else? I got another phone call coming in. You got anything else you want to say?
Nah, y'all got it, man. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, thanks for
bro.
calling in, man.
Hey, make sure you tell the group that you watch the games with. Tell them about the channel, okay?
I will.
All right, appreciate it, brother. Have
All
a
right,
good one.
fellas.
Go
Okay, man.
Cats.
Later.
Yep.
Anthony, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good.
What's up, man?
Good. What's your
Man,
thoughts, man?
man, you know, obviously, I'm not gonna drop anything on you that ain't already been said, but it kills me to no end that I feel like we go out there and play it like we did against Florida, and then we show up against Georgia, and then what we say every game? Oh, this is their Super Bowl. Well, you think we understand that by now?
Oh,
I mean, why? Everybody's beating up on Pope, and I understand that the buck stops at the top. I understand that.
yeah.
However, to pause with dramatic effect, Pope ain't the one missing freaking layups. He ain't the one that can't hit a free throw. He ain't the one that's bouncing the ball off his knee at the absolute worst time in the game. I mean, I love Owe. He had an awesome game, but that last one right there at the end, man, I'm like, bro, really? Right off your leg outside? I mean, that was the game right there. It's over.
Yep. That's it.
I mean, sometimes, I love him. He made that one play against, who was it against? Was it Tennessee? Where he threw that ball across the freaking court to Chandler for the three.
Yeah.
And then then this game, he dribbles it off his knee out of the bounds, man. I just like, man, sometimes, I don't want to say they're kids because they ain't, yeah, they're younger than me. They ain't kids, man. They're grown too. And I just, sometimes I'm like, show up, man, show up every game. And I think Owe does, and I'm not saying he don't, but maybe it's just a lot of pressure on him, and that's, it was just what it was. It is what it is. I mean, things happen in life, you know what I mean? It's not going to be ever perfect, but I just felt like, man, every time we would come back, it seemed like we would do something that just, that we were there, and then there's somebody stuck a pin in the balloon and popped it, and we fell right back again. The whole game, and then we were leaving their shooters. I don't know how do they usually shoot threes? Because good lord, it just seemed like how has this team ever not lost a game, or ever not lost a game with the way they shoot threes against us?
They got some good 3-point shooters, but as you know, when you're playing Kentucky, it's guys that might only done hit 2 3-pointers all year and end up hitting 4 or 5. But my question to you, Anthony, I want to ask you this. We went out and we played hard against Florida. It was a dogfight. It was an exciting game. I loved it. We got back in the game and we had some miscues. But you would think when you played a tough game like that and you got shot blockers, then you play a team like Georgia, you would think it would be, not to say easy, but a little more easier.
Right.
Do you think that we took Georgia for granted?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I think we showed up thinking they were going to give it to us, and they wanted it more than we did. That's what I see. They wanted it more than we did. They were more hungry. They were more aggressive. And now we can complain about the rest, because you can complain about that all day long. And I feel like they were beating the crap out of us, but we were probably doing a lot of the same things to them on the other end. But I still think they wanted it more. I mean, I think that was the biggest problem. They wanted it more.
Absolutely. Well,
and that to me, that's been the problem in half of the games that we've lost. The other team wanted it more.
Absolutely. I agree with you. So, hey, Anthony, I appreciate you calling in. I got another caller in.
Yep.
Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And go Cats. I appreciate it. Every Thursday night, we right back here, okay?
Absolutely. Go Cats.
You too. Thank you, buddy.
Anthony.
Okay. Well, Mr. Tricia, how you doing, man?
That's been the problem in half the games that we lost, the other team won it.
Absolutely. I agree.
I might need to turn the TV down.
Calling in, I got another caller in.
Yep.
Thank you so much for supporting the
Here
channel.
we
A
go.
little behind, I see. Miss Patricia. Thursday night, we right back here. Okay.
Absolutely, go Cats.
Thanks, she'll see it now. Can you hear it?
Yeah. Hey guys, how are you?
Yeah,
Hey, how you doing, ma'am? Good. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah. I grew up a cheerleader. I coached cheerleading. I have been a UK fan since the time I knew what UK was. I realized that we are not the same standard as we have been. But what I also realized is that we've brought in a new coach who had to completely start over from scratch. He lucked out. Amazing team. Loved the team last year. They were just so much fun to watch. And this year, I love these guys just as much. And I see the struggle. I see it in their face. I see it in the way they play. Everybody talks about their inconsistencies. Well, think about it. Go back to the age of 18 through 23. Think about what you felt, how you felt about what other people thought. And no matter how many psychologists or therapists or whatever it is that he has these guys talking to, and whether they get on social media or not, they're hearing all the chatter. And even though they're out on the game, like, oh, wait, he's focused on the game. That's just, oh, wait, he's just driven. But you've got BG thinking, they don't want me back. So, if I was BG, I'd be like, am I going to hurt myself over this game, or am I going to give it everything I have? I just, I, I am a BBN through and through, with the exception of the cheerleader part. I cheer whether they win. I cheer whether they lose. And I feel like as a fan base, even if we don't like it, it is our responsibility to lift these guys up, encourage them, and push them forward. Pope has the ability. He knows the X's and O's. He knows how to coach. We've just got to give him time to learn the rest of it and to accept the responsibility. Thank you. I just needed to share that.
Well, Miss Patricia, I mean, I can't. There's not a single thing that you just said that I can disagree with. I agree with it, and even though I do like this past post game show against Georgia, I was really angry, and even to this moment, I'm still not happy that we lost the ball game. But at the end of the day, you don't a person or fan shouldn't dictate how they decide to cheer for Kentucky or not, whether they win or if they lose a horrible game. You still, I think if you, and this is for any fan base, if you call yourself a true fan, you just have to support this team, and you're right about these kids. They on social media. Let's be real. These guys are on social media. They've been on social media since they was little kids, so it's just part of their life. And yes, you're right. They hear all of this, and I'm not sure if I've actually went there and thought maybe that's maybe why BC, not BC, but BG has some of the games he does, is because why should he question, why should he give it his everything if most of the fan base doesn't want him back anyway. So very good points, Miss Patricia. Thank you so much for that. BC, you got something for?
And thank you, Mike. I appreciate your show. I appreciate all that you do. I watch
Thank you.
faithfully.
Thank you.
I understand how the fan base is discouraged. I don't think I was as angry as I was sad, because I'm a mother also. I'm not just ex cheerleading coach. I'm a mother. And if that were my son out there and I know that he's not playing to his potential, I've always been the type to, let's say, over encourage. Like, I was very strict with my son when he was in sports. But I also have that point of, you can break a kid to the point that they will never reach their potential. And whether BG plays next year, whether he continues his ups and downs this year, we need as a fan base to say, okay, you're here now, BG, and we want you to play to the ability that God gave you. You are talented. He is. He is very talented. He has shown us that. And it's not just him. Trent Noah's not a big 7 foot person. He's shorter. He doesn't have the same athleticism as the other players. But that boy, when he plays with heart. And I would rather see that heart and that love for Kentucky than I would just a bunch of dogs out there trying to score 30 points. I mean, I want a team. I know everybody keeps screaming star power. Star power comes from 5 players on the floor becoming one and playing as one with one objective and one goal. And that's my philosophy. That's how I believe. Whether it's correct or whether people agree, that's on them. I have no control over that. But I needed to share that. And I thank you very much for taking my call.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, Ms.
Do we have
Patricia,
another caller in?
not another caller yet.
Hey,
You got a question for her?
Miss Patricia, I got
Yeah.
it was very thought provoking what you were saying, and I really don't think that guys are going out there and listening to fans. BBN has big expectations. The goal is always keep it in the locker room because you are building a bond that's going to last forever when you have teammates. But do you think that BG and some of the guys, do you think that right now, I'm just going to speak for this year because guys can get better. Do you think that BG has just reached his threshold?
That's a very good possibility. It is, especially maybe on this team with what's expected of this team, with the offense that Pope plays. I expected more of him this year. I think he himself expected more of himself this year, but for whatever reason, it's just not came to fruition. But I love these guys. I cheer for these guys, win or lose. I understand the Kentucky. I know, I know better than I wanted to be a Kentucky cheerleader. So I have been watching it since I was a little girl wearing a little UK uniform. But at the same time, when Calipari left, everything BBN was used to left with him. This is a new coach, a new era, and I just think he deserves the opportunity to build it in his way. And that's all I have. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I definitely agree.
Miss Patricia, thank you so much for calling in, and you're always welcome to call into the show on our Thursday night show. So you're family. So plan accordingly, and we appreciate you calling in.
Thank you, and God bless you all.
Yes, ma'am. You
God
too.
bless
Thank you
you
so
too.
much. Go Cats. Let's see if I can help her out. There you go. Got another caller. Kentucky wins and lose. What's going on, man?
Hey, Big Mike, ABC, how are you guys doing, man?
Doing well.
Doing good.
Doing well.
I was just going to comment on some things I've been seeing in the chat, especially with Nobody, and I love you, Nobody. You know that I've seen you on many different channels, man, but you start talking about that injury thing, nah, man, you can't do that because he recruited these guys, especially JQ, knowing they had an injury coming in. And, the thing with Cam, that he definitely didn't see that coming. Jalen Lowe, I mean, who knows what would have happened if he'd have been able to play more. But with JQ, he took a flyer on it because he didn't have a lottery pick. I said this last time I talked to you, Big Mike, was the fact that we don't have any lottery picks on this team. Owe is our best player, and we go as he goes, right? So he scores 28 plus points. Chandler scores, I don't know, was it 18, 16 points or something?
I think it was 19.
Yeah. And then Aberdeen didn't have a bad game either, really. Our defense was terrible. I agree with you on that, BC. No doubt about that. Our big men were horrible. Like Moreno, we subbed in, I don't know how many guys we got, what, 2-3 points from those guys. They shot, I don't know, 11, 10, 11 times like under the hoop. They were just getting dominated by Cecil, and that was just sad to see. And that's really the biggest reason we lost the game is because you can't if your big man ain't gonna show up, you just ain't gonna win. Period. Right? And that was the big thing with Moreno. You got to leave. I think, in my opinion, you got to leave Oway, Aberdeen, and Chandler on the floor for 40 minutes if you got to, and then you leave Moreno on the floor with them almost all the time. You can bring in Modi, on defense and stuff, and BG can play some limited minutes. Yelovich, I think, is definitely your starter because he's stretch four, and that's how Pope's offense works. But when it comes down to all of it, it's just the big men did not show up in that Georgia game, and then not hitting free throws. That almost basically spelled the game. I get where everybody's saying, yeah, Oway made mistakes. Oway's trying to be superstar, like he, like I said, 28 points, he dribbles off his foot and everything. I don't think he's getting tired. I think he's just trying to do more than he's really not capable of, but it's just, you know what I mean?
BC, you got it?
What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Well, for us to go far in this tournament, our front line has to be productive. We have to get scoring our front line. Was Marino, was BG, like more rebounders. BG is really not a scorer, but Marino and Modi and Jelly, we gotta get some scoring out of those guys in order to go far. We have to match the intensity of other teams' front line,
Right.
and we haven't really did that all year.
No, you're right about that. I mean, we did a couple of different times. Moreno showed up in the Arkansas game and the Tennessee games.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. He was getting some lobs and getting some dunks and stuff. And when they get the ball in the paint, they'll go up. They'll miss it. It's just missing those easy dunks. And instead of dunking it, sometimes we're trying to lay it up. I mean, there's just like so much discombobulation. That was the thing about the Georgia game, and I agree with a lot of people on the chat too, is the fact that we got up 9 points or something late in the first half, and then or middle first half I think it was, and Pope just said clear the bench, and then all of a sudden we got down, and 3 minutes left to go in the first half, and Pope goes, I was screaming at the TV. I'm like, put the starting lineup back in, man. Come on, and he did, and they just barely brought it back where we were 5 points behind at the halftime, and then we just never recovered.
I asked, I forgot who it was, probably the last caller. We didn't have a sense of urgency for that game. It wasn't. We was playing at home. It wasn't no get up. I thought coming off the Florida game, even though it was a loss, I felt we was trending up.
Yep,
but we didn't have a sense of urgency in that game.
Right, I agree with that. I think we may have kind of overlooked Georgia. Like I said, I felt like Pope got comfortable with that lead in the first half and just said, okay, I'm just going to start giving my other guys minutes and stuff. And he was spelling too many people at one time. And that's what I saw with Miss Lee said that last night too. She's like, you sub them in one or two at a time. You can't just sub, 3 or 4 guys all at once and expect to, keep the same intensity and everything like that. It just kind of spiraled out of their hands, and they just couldn't get a grip on it. I'm hoping they can pull that back against Auburn. The big thing is you got to win. You've got to win those games against Vanderbilt and Florida now at home. Period. You got to go 3-2 down the stretch. That's still going to put us. We're not going to get a double bye. I don't think we're getting a double bye, but you still can make a run in the SEC tournament. We're not missing a tournament, but everybody, all the news sources are, oh, Kentucky's a bubble team again, blah blah blah. Yeah, whatever, dude. We're getting into tournament, but we're going to be a low seed, and I don't want to really be an 8 or a 9. I'd rather be a 10. I'd rather play a 2 seed if we can get that far, rather than playing a 1 seed, because you don't want Arizona right now. You don't want Michigan. I mean, you know.
Man.
Those are real teams. Here's my thing with the double bye. Kentucky wins and lose is that I'm not necessarily going to shut the door on whether or not we can get a double bye or not. But I will say this: if there's a chance for us to get a double bye, we have to win out, and we got to take care. And I said this when the show first started with me and BC talking. In order for us to get a double bye, we got to take care of what Kentucky can take care of, and that means that we got to win out. You know, those two games against Vandy and Florida, like whatever it takes for us to win those or to keep the game close and win. Vandy's just like us because these games that Vandy has lost, Vandy was down 21 to Missouri,
Right.
and they lost with a
Yes.
chance to win the game at the buzzer, and it rolled off the top of the rim from
Right.
from beyond half court.
Yep.
So Vandy's going to fight, even if we're up on Vandy. Vandy's not going to stop playing home or away. You know,
Right.
and so you got to take your heads off, and then you got Florida. I think by the time Florida plays us, they're probably going to be already the SEC champions already, no matter if they win or lose that game to us. But for us to get a double bye right now, my attention is, can we get a double bye? So that means we got to take care of what we can take care of, and that's to win our games and hope some other pieces line up that allow us to do that. So we just got to see how things unfold. But, you know, winning the SEC this year is probably not going to happen. It's probably a very slim chance that we can find a way to do that. But still, I'm still holding out a little hope that because I mean it's a lot of us that's tied there.
It's still gonna affect our seeding though in the big, in the big tournament. That's really what matters. I mean, I'm not holding out much hope either, Big Mike. It's it's just more along the lines of if you could win that Vandy game, if you could win that Florida game at home, because Auburn's going to be tough Saturday. Although I think we do pull that win out, and A&M's no pushover either, and so it's just going to be about that final seeding. I just don't. It's just where you end up, I guess.
Absolutely.
But the other thing is about the players. And I've seen some people saying, "Yeah, there's no way Jasper returns." I don't believe that. I think Jasper's coming back because the reason why is because Elway and I think Aberdeen both they graduate this year, right? So you're not going to have those two guys. And if Lowe comes back as our point guard, because I agree with a lot of commenters, they were saying, Jasper is a two guard, and he is. And I think that's why he comes back. Not just that, but also his relationship with Moreno, because Moreno is coming back, in my opinion. And I think, I think BG's going to hit the portal. I don't think that's going to work out. I think Pope's going to talk to him again and have a little heart to heart, and then BG goes away. And as far as next year goes, we don't have recruits. We're not going to get Stokes. I don't think we're getting Stokes, but it doesn't really matter because I know he's going to hit the portal and try to get his guys. But you can't. I'm going back to my first point. You just can't. You can't blame the injuries and stuff for the fact that we haven't achieved what we haven't achieved, right? These are Pope's guys. This is why I said last call-in show last week, Mike, we've got to have a GM because we need somebody to actually get the talent here and do the stuff what Cal was actually doing himself, but things changed with all the NIL. There's so many moving pieces, right? So,
well, I hope is this is when it comes down to, like I said, I don't know all the ins and outs of that, but what I do know is though, as a head coach at Kentucky or any program, your number one goal is to do what's best in the best interest of the team, and if that means I, as a head coach, have to step aside and bring somebody in here that can do these contracts, that can talk to these guys, and that can close the deal,
or just help him
close the deal.
He just needs help with that. That's what I think.
Absolutely. So if he cares about the team, then he won't be selfish and feel like he has to do it all by himself. I'm not sure if it's old news or what, but I saw very briefly that I think Kentucky football brought in basically a GM or like a player operations.
Yeah,
they brought in somebody
First thing
Yes.
Will Stein did, that's why they're getting all these recruits and stuff in
Yeah.
Kentucky football.
So
He's
Coach
putting
Pope has
together
got.
he's putting together a monster team for Kentucky
Yeah.
football. There's no doubt about that.
So that's what Pope has got to do. If you know, and that's about putting team before self, or putting pride before. You know what I'm saying? Because if
Right.
like like the
And it's
fans,
it's almost
yeah,
like he's going against it, but I mean, who knows? You know,
yeah,
we're not Mark, but we're not none of us are inside that circle. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true.
But it's also, I mean, there's one stat that kind of was alarming for me seeing was the fact that this is the last time Georgia beat us in Rupp was Billy Gillespie.
Mm-hmm.
That was alarming to me because I'm like, oh no, oh no, like that's you can't be you. I mean, Pope did something last year's team. Pope did a magical job, right? Because he had no time in the recruiting portal, all of that stuff. This year, he had all that time, and then he picked all these guys, and it's like, well, maybe, I know nobody loves to say March Pope and everything. I'm like, I
Well,
mean, I believed that a minute ago, but now I'm kind of like, I'm not sure, man.
hey, Coach Pope and Billy Gillespie's not in the same boat.
No, I agree. I
It's
agree. I'm not
it's
comparing them. I'm just saying the stat.
but with Mark Pope, you got to give him time because he came from BYU. First of all, he wasn't a recruiter.
Right.
He's wasn't a Final Four coach. He's not a
Right.
national championship
And
coach.
really, in my opinion, BYU wouldn't be anything without the Bonza right now. Some of those
Yeah,
guys, and that's all
well,
NIL,
well,
right?
you gotta have the players. I don't care if you're Dean Smith,
Right.
but you have to give Mark Pope time. He wasn't a big time coach coming in. I always said he was an emergency hire, but you
Hmm.
have to give him time. He has 3 more years after this, and you have to give him time. Injuries, they're not excuses when it's injuries, but we have been winning games with what we have had, but
Right.
you have to give him time.
Yeah.
So I
Doesn't
got
say
one.
he's not in the frying pan,
Right.
but
Well,
I got
you
one.
have to give him time.
like you always say, BC. I mean, you come to Kentucky, you're in the frying pan right off
Off
the
the
jump.
jump.
Yeah.
So I got one more thing before I let you go. Kentucky wins and lose. Nobody is asking you to say if you would say the name of the AD.
Mitch Barnhart needs to go.
Mhm.
He's definitely got to go, man.
There you have it.
He's a big part of the problem.
Absolutely. So, hey, Kentucky wins or lose. It's always a pleasure speaking with you,
Yes,
and I
sir.
always appreciate you being a loyal caller in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And until next time, go Cats. And let's see if we can beat Auburn.
I appreciate it, man. Go
Thank you so
Cats.
much. Oh, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Go Cats.
Go Cats. There you have it, man. BC, that was a good show, bro. We had some good call in tonight.
Yeah.
It's a
Fun.
good show when we have two ladies to call in.
Yeah. Yes, it's real good.
That's a
Yeah.
good show when you have two ladies to call in.
Good
No, I'm not
therapy for
flirting.
everybody.
I'm just saying I enjoy getting.
Hey,
I'm not
the
flirting.
ladies, they love their Kentucky
The
basketball.
ladies love the
man.
Cats too,
If
and
especially if you're from Kentucky, you live in, the females love Kentucky sports.
absolutely. So, well, BC, you got any closing remarks, bro? I got to get ready to go to work, bro. I didn't realize it was
Man,
almost 4:30.
hey, that's what this tonight was. What
Yeah.
that's what I think you've been expecting, and
Yeah.
then people calling in, venting, and it's therapy,
It is.
and it was. I think it was a success. It was fun. Enjoyed it.
It's always fun when somebody's on the line and somebody else is trying to get in.
Yeah,
That's always I love that, and I'm almost like, "What? Your time's up. Next call."
yeah.
I'm almost like, "Well, your
And
time's up."
and I don't know, but I think people I think they feel more free when it's not a time limit until somebody
go.
else calls. Because
I got you.
people had what they were saying, it was great. It was
Yeah.
it was wish you could talk more.
Yeah.
Especially Mr. Clark. He
Yeah.
that was something.
And Cecil. But anyway, next Thursday night, same time. Well, actually, next Thursday night, the Lady Cats is probably the only reason that I did it at 3 today is because the Lady Cats was off tonight, so I was able to do it at 3. But whenever the Lady Cats are playing, then we'll start right after that game go. I know it's a little late, and there's really nothing else I can really do about it. But I have to give people time to watch the ball game or whatever. But tonight it was an earlier night, so maybe that was a reason why people was able to call in because it wasn't as late. But nonetheless, we appreciate you guys for making it happen for us tonight. If you haven't subscribed, if you're watching out there, please hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Please, let's help the video get out there. This is about having fun, about spreading the word. Make sure you tell your friends and family about it. Before I get off real fast, I need to do this right fast. Does anybody have a birthday or anniversary coming up? Anybody watching that has an anniversary or a birthday? I want to give a shout out to you guys for that. If you have an anniversary or just had one today or yesterday, let me know so I can give you a shout out or put it in the comments once the video's over, and I'll make sure that I look for those comments and we give you guys a shout out as well too. But hey, Ronald Clark, thanks, go Cats. He's still watching. Good job, buddy. But hey, until next time. Hey, Andrew, good to see you, Pope. And most wins versus top single season ever. Cal, Billy, none. Got you. Good show. I took my word tonight. Go Cats. Anyway, go Cats. BC, it's always a pleasure to have you, brother. And I love getting your input, and that's why when people was calling and when people wanted responses, I was like, "Well, BC."
No,
It's BC.
It wasn't the reason.
There you go, BC. It's all you. It was good to sit back and be like, "Yep, I ain't talking." BC, you got it, big guy. And so anyway, man, until next time, go Cats. Appreciate your phone. Everybody calling in as well, and it's a really good night when we have two ladies call in to be able to give their opinions as well.
Sure.
So until next time, go Cats. We out.